Alright guys, look, this is probably going to be the first video for my YouTube channel. Don't really have much experience doing it at all, so well, here we go. Now this what I'm showing here is when I'm excavating a site, how I set myself up. This is actually a pre-dug one from somebody else, I don't know who. I stumbled across it today. Now when it comes to setting your site up, such as this, so I've got my kit over there, I've got like a plastic tarp, and I've got my sieve shaker thing. Now for me, you've got to set yourself up properly. That way you're not getting your spoils mixed up with the stuff that you want. You're not throwing stuff out that you do want to keep. So yeah, so this is what. So I'll show you what I've done. So first off, this is the dig. This is the dig site right here. You can see some old batteries at my feet that somebody else has dug up, some broken glass, things like that. So that's your dig. Now I have my gear away from everything else. So this is my kit. I'll go into a video on that later on. But how I've got it now is I'm pretty happy with it. I always carry a backpack with another pouch. I carry a K-bar and an entrenching tool, which funny enough was from the Vietnam era. You can see it there next to my pick. Now I've got some other things here as well, which I will go into at a later date. So I'll separate all my stuff. Now for me it is important to have, when I sift through stuff, I completely separate it from everything else, very well clear of the dig site. So this is what I'm doing here. Yeah, so I have my pile of stuff, fine spoils here, and then anything left over that I don't want will go into a separate pile by itself. This way it enables me, when it comes to the end, I can sift through it again if I want to, by hand or by sieve, and that way it doesn't get mixed up with anything. So I have reduced my likelihood of missing something. This tarp here is for any of the big stuff that I find, whether I know what it is or not. There's some metal tins and stuff around here as well, and that'll go to one corner. And then eventually, if there's nothing, if some of the big stuff is, I know what it is, but excuse me, it's just not worth anything, like an old metal tin that used to have food in it, then it will go back in the hole. If it is something of worth, of significance, such as a dog tag or coins or bullets and things like that, then that'll get taken away and dealt with appropriately. The group that I'm with, is Friends of Chidlow World War II camps. Now our main goal is to survey the World War II camps up here and put everything on display that we can and return everything that we can to the families, which is what I'm hoping to do today with a dog tag that I found. I've also found I was up at Forge Drive. I've also found a old Wesco oil can, so that's going to go on display. So things like that we try to put on display. We preserve it as best we can, we clean it as best we can without damaging too much stuff. Unfortunately, sometimes things are just too far gone to really do anything with, or sometimes you pull something out and it just turns to dust in your hands. So it's good. Yeah, so I'm going to continue on with the dig. I will put up another video of what I've found, and I'll put up another video sometime about my setup. I'll also put a description in about about my old setup, and what the difference is between my old setup and my new setup, what the advantages and disadvantages from my old to my new setup. Obviously my new setup is going to have a lot more advantages to disadvantages over my old one, but we'll go into that later. Yeah, alright everyone, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you later.